Okay, so now is the time to implement that sprite sheet into our HTML and CSS document. So I have got signature logo directory here. Let's bring this directory inside of my Dreamweaver. So I'll create a new site and I'll call it signature logo, and then browse to that directory on my desktop and open it up and select and save. So I've got this directory in here, and I'll create a new HTML document, and let's give it a title of signature logo example, and let's save it as logo in the signature logo directory. And then in here inside of my body tag I'll create a div with the ID of logo and end it right there. Write a comment and of logo, and then let's give a linking. Let's first create a new file which would be a CSS file, and let's save it as styles.css inside of signature logo directory. And now I'll include this styles.css inside of my HTML markup here. So inside of my head tag here I will link to that styles.css file. So I'll call this link tag link relative equal to style sheet, type text CSS, and href. I will link to this styles.css. okay, closing my link tag here. So inside of my link tag let's reference that ID called logo, and I'll see what I have got the width and height for this logo here. I have got width of 415 and height of 344 pixels. So width of 415 pixel and height. Now height I'll give just the half of what I have. I have got 344, so I'll give height of 172 pixel. okay, so that by default I have got just the black section of my signature logo visible and not the hover state in this sprite sheet. okay, so I'll now call in that image with the background attribute. So background URL of logo, and I'll say no repeat and end it right there. And I'll also give a background position attribute for it, and I'll say 0 0, okay, as the values for this background position. And then I need to define a hover state for this logo, and we'll say logo hover. And now if you see at the moment when I preview this logo.html file in my browser, we will see that it has got the black logo in here, but when I hover my mouse over it I don't get that effect of changing to blue logo. okay, so to do that I'll just go in my styles.css and I'll need to change the background position style in here, and I'll copy and paste from the top here, and I'll need to change the y attribute, and I'll say y attribute of minus, let's say minus 172 pixel. Okay, let's see by refreshing what happens. Now when I hover my mouse, it changes to blue. Okay, so this is the functionality that we wanted, but at the moment we have got some jump in the logo here. So maybe what we can do is let's come inside of our Photoshop and press Ctrl Z to deselect the crop that we did earlier, and then I need to select this blue layer and then move it down a bit. It needs to be separated quite a bit so that these two didn't interfere with each other. Okay, so let's take it down here. Okay, give some more spacing in between these two basically, and then I'll crop it. Crop and then Control Alt S to save, and make sure you save it as .png file and save it as logo.png, and replace the earlier image that we had with us. And let's now see what are the dimensions for this image. Now the dimensions are, let's refresh it. Signature logo, and the dimensions are 419 by 389. Okay, so we have got to change the dimension here. Let's make it 419 by 389. So I would make it say 194. Let's say make the height to be 194, and let's change this background position to minus 1194. We can always tweak if the things doesn't work out to be nice inside of my browser here. So let's refresh, and we have got it here, and when I hover we are exactly there, but we still have the jump. So I'll inspect my element in the browser and start tweaking the background position of my logo ID here. So I'm going to change the link state, and I am just going to increase the y coordinate for this background position. Let's make it to 10 and see what happens to the jump. So you can see jump has pretty much slowed down, and I can move it up a bit. We still have the jump, and let's move it down, and you see it there. We have started to minimize that jump. So that is how we can do that. We can always tweak things here. I can change this to 12 pixel. Okay, 0 and 12 pixel. So this is how we create a signature logo for our websites, just like I have got on my website here. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing some more video tutorials on different things, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot.